Okay, we're ready.
Could I ask everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which
which
it stands,
stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, everyone. We'll call the meeting to order. Ann, could we have the roll call, please?
Mayor McNulty Ryan,
Present.
Assistant Alex,
Present.
Trustee Files,
Present.
Trustee Jones,
Present.
Trustee Belakapitsky,
Present.
Trustee McGivern,
Present.
Trustee Viera,
Present.
Trustee Johnson,
Present.
and Attorney Legnard.
Present.
All present and accounted for. We have no public forum. And as I said in our last meeting, I hope this is our last Hollywood Squares meeting that we have. Hopefully we can be together next month. First thing on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from our meeting on January 24th. Everyone has a copy. Does anyone have any corrections, additions, deletions? If not, could I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. We have no communications. Next is the approval of claims. Everyone has a copy. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
If not, could I have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the police activity report for the month of January 2022. Everyone has a copy. Could I have a motion to accept?
Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the fire department report for the month of January 2022. Everyone has a copy. Could I have a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the monthly report by the treasurer. Everyone has a copy. If anyone has any questions, Michelle's on here and she'd be happy to answer your questions.
No.
If not, could I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the monthly report of the Parking Violations Bureau. Everyone has a copy? Could I have a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of adjustments for the water and sewer billing. Everyone has a copy. Does anyone have any questions? If not, could I have a motion to make the corrections?
So moved.
Barb,
Second.
Rick, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is a consideration of authorizing the mayor to execute the renewal of the memorandum of understanding for 2022 for the following entities: between the Village of Green Island and the Green Island Power Authority, the City of Cohoes, the City of Troy, the City of Waterville, the Green Island Union Free School District number 1, and the American Legion Post number 927. This is exactly the same agreement that we've had with everybody for the last several years, but we have to renew them every year. Does anyone have any questions? If not, could I have a motion to authorize me to sign the renewals?
I'll make the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the new renewal agreement with Everbridge for mass notification alerts for 2022. Maggie, do you want to make any comment?
No, this is the same agreement that we have on an annual basis. We just always like to comment when we save money. So there's actually saving just over $100 this year with the with this agreement, so. it's always
It-
good
it-
news.
And actually, they're worth every penny of it because it's really helped us through this winter between snow removals and other alerts going out. So I think it's been a great investment.
Mhm.
Could I have a motion to renew the agreement with Everbridge?
So
I'll
moved.
make the motion. Oh,
Okay, we
sorry.
had, that's okay. We had Rick and Rachel. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of authorizing the mayor and the executive assistant to the mayor to sign the BST representation letter for the fiscal year ending May 31st, 2021. Mag, do you have any comments on this, or Michelle, do you have any comments?
This is just for our audit for last year, for our 2021 audit. So it's just, the draft has been prepared and this is the next step before they finalize it.
Does anyone have any questions?
No.
If not, could I have a motion to authorize us to sign?
So moved.
I had Barb. Who else?
Second.
Gary,
All in
Rick.
favor?
aye,
Aye.
Opposed?
jump ball.
It's carried. Next is consideration of the monthly recap submitted by GIPA and DPW. As I said in our meeting with our GIPA board, if you look at that recap that they've done, these guys have been pretty busy. They're busy all the time, but they've really been busy the last couple of months. And I have to give kudos to them. They've done an outstanding job in what they've been doing between the ice storm that we had in this last snowstorm and the fact that we had a much more cooperation from village residents about moving their cars and putting them up in the Ford lot. And we saved thousands of dollars in taxpayer money by cooperation and these guys doing the job that they did. So I just want to give kudos to the fellas in the DPW and GIPA for the great job that they've done. I don't know if anyone wants to make a comment.
No,
I
but you
can't
could,
believe,
the increase of cars up at the Ford lot. You know, it was almost like when we do the curb to curb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
Okay,
it didn't cost what it cost to do
Right,
curb to curb.
Mhm.
You know, one of the big costs when we do curb to curb is while the guys are out busy doing that, we have to get independent contractors to come in and take the snow away from the corners.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
fact that they were able to keep up with it through the storm, they came back the next day and took away the snow. So they really did a good job. Don't tell them I said that, they'll all want to raise. So a copy has been given to everyone. So could I have a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
aye,
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of setting a public hearing date for the proposed local law number 1 for 2022 to opt out of the exemption from taxation for certain energy systems under real property tax law 487. Draft copy has been provided, and Maggie, I don't know if you want to comment?
Yeah, so this is something that's been circulating through the assessment community. 487 allows for an exemption for solar and wind and micro hydroelectric energy systems. So this is an exemption that you have to opt out of. If you don't opt out in advance of a project being proposed, the project is subject to a 15-year exemption. So we don't have any proposals at this time, but we do still have future development that may occur at the north end. And just to protect ourselves and the taxpayers, without guaranteeing this exemption to this industry, I'm advising that we opt out of the exemption, and in the event that we may have something down the line that may qualify for this exemption.
Does anyone have any questions?
So that means if somebody wants to put it, I'm sorry. So that means if somebody wants to put in wind power,
Wind power, solar power, a micro hydroelectric power. So there are certain criteria in regards to what energy producing systems would qualify. But solar and wind are becoming much more popular just in general with all of the green energy proposals, that if something was to be proposed in the north end, they may be subject to this 15-year exemption if we didn't opt out.
So if we don't opt out, we can't tax them.
Correct.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Does anyone else have any questions? If not, could I have a motion to set the public hearing for the local law number 1 of 2022
I'll make the
Or-
motion.
or March 31st?
March 31st,
21st.
21st.
21st, I'm sorry. Which is our meeting night. Can I have a
Rachel,
second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next, other business. Ann, do we have anything else?
No,
Okay. We'll go on to board forum. I already, the only thing I had to talk about in this is the great job that everybody's done and the cooperation that we got from the community on the last couple of storms that we had. So I'm very encouraged by that. So I don't know if the board has anything else they want to talk about.
No, the snowstorm thing was, those guys were out all night long.
Yeah.
And they deserve a tip of the hat.
Yep, I agree. And
And
we've
so do
been
the
telling them
residents.
every day too, so.
So do the residents. I
Yeah,
couldn't
you're
believe how
right.
many
They
people
stepped it up pretty good.
participated in that. Yeah.
Yep.
That was really good to see.
And it doesn't work if you don't get cooperation from the residents, no
Exactly,
matter how
yeah.
hard you try, so.
Yep.
All right, if there is anything else for board forum, our next meeting is Monday, March 21st. Could I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?